Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Will, the guitar player. So I wanted to share this story with you guys in case if anybody was like new that recently ran across us, or maybe you've known about us for a while but kind of wanted to learn a little bit more about us. Things pretty much got started in 2010 with the release of our EP called Happiness. After releasing that album, we just hit the ground running. We were so excited and starry-eyed and so eager. We did shows in California mostly. And then also we made our first trip back east. I want to say 3 shows in New York and 1 in Chicago.
Hola, somos
Los Star.
This video clip right here was one of the first TV appearances that we had ever done. I thought it was pretty funny that they had named us Lover Star, so I thought I'd include it. After that, we kept touring for the next couple of years. That's when we met Tom, and somehow Adriana got his studio address, so we actually drove to North Hollywood one day, and then she sent me in there with a press kit in my hand, and I knocked on his door, and sure enough, he answered. I think recording with Tom both times has been probably one of the best experiences we've had. He's super easygoing and just the coolest guy, and he has such a love for music. You can just see it just kind of beaming out of us. He's just full of personality. It was around the time that we finished recording with Tom that we got into starting to shoot our own videos. It definitely didn't start out great, but I guess you have to start somewhere. But as you can see, it's evolved since then, and it's something that we are really proud of, just because it's one of those things that we've kind of been able to do ourselves and learn along the way. Well, we were in the process of finishing up the album and then looking forward to how we were going to start doing the releases of the songs. In 2013, we went on a little tour. We ended up calling it the Autumn Acoustic Mini Tour. It shows in Chicago and New York again, and this time it was just the two of us, just because we wanted a more of acoustic, more intimate kind of vibe. In 2014, we released 2 singles from the album. And while we were on tour and also recording some videos, we made a stop and had the chance to record a few acoustic songs at Sun's studio.
Say it again. Okay.
At the time, we really didn't know what we were going to end up doing with them. One of those songs was Love is Blindness, and we ended up releasing it as a single in 2019. After finishing recording with Tom, we didn't release the music right away. We were still trying to figure out what was the best way to do it, because we really wanted to make sure we did it right. We ultimately decided to release the album in chapters. We just thought it was going to be a better way of doing it, and it was a little more unique. So in 2015, we released Chapter 1, and then later that year, we did Chapter 2, and then the full album in 2016. From there, we pretty much immediately went on the road. We started doing shows, started out in Mexico, and then a bunch of shows across the U.S. For that tour, we put together a few video diaries, and if you're interested in checking those out, you can find those on a playlist on our YouTube channel. So what do you got?
I don't know, but this one's mine. It says, Dear Love Star, congratulations, you're one of the finalists. Want to see what I got? Come here. Come here. Look, come here. Look, see? We're winners.
Our song Sola was awarded by the John Lennon Songwriting Contest, and I was super excited about it because I ended up getting a free guitar pedal. In 2017, we continued touring, and we decided to go back to the idea of doing more intimate acoustic shows again. This time we put some shows together in England. We went back again in 2018, but this time to record at Abbey Road. Wow. And then also do some shows in Paris. A little more about the Abbey Road recordings later.
Which is where
Who's recorded here?
lots of the films comes from down here. All the original Star Wars movies. What?
In early 2019, we released a cover of the song Love is Blindness. We wanted to make it our own thing and more of a dance vibe. And the tracks that we used were from a session that we recorded at Sun Studio. After releasing the single for Love is Blindness, we ended up taking a break, and we don't really know why. I guess we were burnt out, and really we're having a tough time just keeping motivated and interested. I think it was for the better, because it helped us kind of grow as, people, individuals. And then at some point, we just decided, hey, let's start getting back into it. Let's, start recording songs. The songs for this new album were either written or finished in London when we went to record at Abbey Road. Adriana came across the title Love Letters from London in a vintage magazine and thought it was the perfect title for our album. We ended up changing the title to Kiss in the Chaos though, since it fit the artwork and overall vibe better. But who knows, we might just use that title in the future, since we have some songs from Abbey Road that didn't make the album this time.
But you could tune them. It's actually got a vibe. I like the shakiness.
Just when we were starting to record songs with Tom, that's when COVID hit. And the whole process ended up taking like a year and a half to almost 2 years, really, just because of timelines and being able to do things when it was safe. It really definitely slowed the process down, but I think it kind of in a way really helped us too, because it gave you time to record something, step away and come back to it and have a fresh set of ears. I feel like this album really reflects all the change and personal growth that we've kind of gone through over the last few years, but then it also points to the type of direction that we want to take our music in the future. So that pretty much takes us up to where we are now. Really excited about the new song we just released, and then obviously the album coming out later this year. Can't wait to see you guys think, and hopefully we can get back on the road soon and do some shows for you guys. See ya.